guys, welcome back on our virtual field trip here at Tanner's Orchard. We just met Mr. Sparky and he took us on a trip in the orchard. Now he's going to take us on a trip into the factory and tell us about the way that apple cider is made, where the apples are stored, and a little bit about the bakery and the process of choosing apples for what goes into what we eat, what's baked, and what's turned into cider. I hope you have fun learning about all these apple facts.
What is the secret ingredient that makes Tanner's apple cider so doggone good? Who said apples? That's our secret ingredient, Moms. We use apples in our apple cider. We use only apples in our apple cider. We do not add anything to it. No coloring, no flavorings, no salt, pepper, sugar, garlic. Apples.
Garlic?
Apples. That's all we use. We've been doing it the same way for 73 years. Boys and girls, we take a C-grade apple. A C-grade apple is simply an apple that's not good enough to sell in the market. It's not good enough to use in something else. It has too small, it has a blemish, it has a hole, any number of things, and those become C-grade apples, and they go in, they get a bath, they go up a conveyor belt, they get ground up into what we call apple pumice. Mr. Javier, who's on lunch break right now, takes that apple pumice and he pumps it through that orange hole that's hanging down into that press. See those baffles? That's a press.
When they came, he saw it.
Okay, he was working. You saw it?
Yeah.
He turns it on, it presses together, it squeezes 99% of the juice or cider out of the apples. Goes into a stainless steel pan. Stainless steel pan pumps it through an ultraviolet light, which kills any germs. Goes into a holding tank of about 1,000 gallons. It then gets bottled and we sell it in the market. That's all we do to make our apple cider.
So is that what that stuff is right there? Yeah, what is this stuff?
It's an apple in a different form. All this is what's left after we've squeezed all the cider out of it. You can eat it, there's nothing wrong with it, it just has no taste because all of the cider is squeezed out of it. Now, they dump it into this spreader back here. They take that, they take it out into the orchard. It's spread up and down the rows and it becomes a natural fertilizer. Completes the cycle, nothing goes to waste. We can't feed it to animals because we have no animals. The goats, the llamas cannot eat this. They have to have grain. The chickens don't like it. We have workers who come and they work the orchard. They go out, they pick the apples off the trees. When apples become ripe, they start to drop. And when they drop and hit the ground, we can't do anything with them. So after the public has gone through and picked apples, what's left, the workers go out and pick. They're put into big bins like these wooden bins in the orchard. They bring the bins in here. They're put up on the end of that sorting line down there. They're tipped up and the apples begin to roll out. And the first thing that happens is they get a bath. Every apple coming in from the orchard gets a bath. It's really cute. They have little robes, little brushes. They get a bath. Every apple gets a bath. As an apple travels on down the line, it gets sorted and graded. The workers, if it's a sea apple, if it has a hole, just a minute, if it has a hole or a bug or a bruise or a spot, goes off to the side. Those,
Here's one.
yeah, like here, absolutely nothing wrong with the apple. It still tastes good. You can still eat it, but it has a mark. So those apples get dumped up there into that big hopper. They go down that orange conveyor belt. They get ground up, and that's what becomes the cider. Have you been here before?
No.
Has everybody been here before? Who hasn't been here before?
I've been here before, but not over there.
I've been here for a field trip at my school.
So you were here?
Yep.
Okay, boys and girls, if you've not been here before, you need to watch me and do exactly what I do so that we do it absolutely perfect. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Moms, that includes you. And I'm going to be watching.
Wait, are we gonna make
It's very important that we do this right, okay, moms? All right, boys and girls, are you ready?
Yeah.
That was good. Very, very good, boys and girls. You were perfect. Some of the people in the back, the big people in the back, not so much. Let's do it one more time, just so that we're perfect, all right? You ready?
It's cold.
What do you think might be in here?
Coldness.
Let's go find out.
39.7 degrees Fahrenheit.
I bet it's Oh, it's freezing in here.
Oh, it smells a lot like apples. I wonder why.
It's so cold in here. We all in an apple.
Right here, boys and girls, right here. It's a balmy 37 degrees in here. Was I kidding, or is it cold? The question is, why is it so cold in here? 37. Moms, why is it so cold in here?
Because you made it cold.
There's apples.
My apple tip of the day. I only have one. This is it. To make your apples last longer,
Do this with your shirt.
cold and moist. Keep them in your refrigerator, keep them in a Ziploc bag, add a couple of tablespoons of water. Just right. You can add 2 tablespoons of water, and those apples will last for a year. You can eat them all winter long, all spring, until next year when you come back and pick more. That's what we do at my house. They'll last for a year. Right above you is a thing that looks like a gigantic shower head that every 15 minutes puts out, that's why the floor is wet in some places. It puts a layer of moisture over the apples so that it keeps them cold and keeps them moist. So when they go from here to the market, they are absolutely fresh, as fresh can be. Right now, you can see the rows aren't very full because we just opened the U-pick. As we go along, if you come back in a couple of weeks, this room will be full out to here with apples that we've picked out of the orchard. All the cider, all the other apples will be in here also. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us on your virtual tour of Tanner's Orchard. It's a family-owned working farm that's 73 years old. John Tanner started this farm, the original 88 acres, which is still here, still producing wonderful apples, pumpkins. We have a full bakery. We have meals. We would like it if you could come out and see us in person. Join us when you can. It is a great family fun atmosphere, and we love to have people come join us.